We are Transit. My name is Tori Chaffee.
And I'm Joe. So
we're really weird.
We're really weird, and we love it.
Now I know this story before you tell me.
The last 6 months, Transit we just came out with an album in October called Joyride. So that came out, and we did a tour around that with Such Gold and 4 Years Strong.
Our albums have changed like throughout our career because it's pretty much like we just kind of go with what we're feeling. We don't really have this like brand image of what our band is. We don't really have this like idea of what a Transit song is. We just write songs that we're feeling at that time, and that's what we record. And that's how it's always been, and that's how we want to keep it.
Always be like that.
And it's, you know, it's just really the way we write and the way that we look at every album is very honest in that aspect, and it's just very, very real.
Very natural for us. I would say when we write a song that either Joe B will have like a melody or bass idea of what he's thinking, and then I'll grab a guitar and I'll try to write around it, or vice versa. I'll have a guitar part written and I'll be like, Joe B, I really like this. What do you think? We all kind of like touch on melodies and try to like, you know, make it all like a group thing. And you know, musically we get in a room, and once we have like a foundation down, like we all put our 2 cents in, and we all just make sure we're all like really happy with it.
Every album, when you look back at the older records of ours, 200%, I feel like a different person. Every record, like I said before, you're just going through different things. Like I'll give for instances. Our first full length, This Will Not Define Us, I was just at home a lot and everything was cool. I was just, you know, just getting used to college and the university and stuff, and everything was pretty good. And then when sophomore year came, it was really tough because I went to a school for industrial design, and they had a weeding out process. So if you weren't as good as you could be in every aspect of design, they would hold you back an entire year. And while we were writing the Stay Home EP, I was in the middle of that, stressing out and trying to write a record. And I think a lot of the anxiety from that poured onto the pages of each song. And, you know, from there, with Joyride, it's more about, you know, traveling a lot more than we ever have as a band and seeing the world from a bigger perspective and trying to express your anxieties and your sadnesses and your joys correctly instead of just thinking like the whole world revolves around you as much. So it's more that we've seen more, so we're wiser, so we're not trying to just write these anxiety-ridden anthems, you know, sad, woe is me. We're trying to balance that out as a roller coaster and give people something a little bit more than that.
Personally, for like highlights, well, Slam Dunk is amazing. We did our 3rd year doing it, and it's, you know, everyone has treated us amazing all 3 years, fans, you know, employees, everyone. Warped Tour, like I remember watching Warped Tour DVDs, and everyone's been to Warped Tour,
yeah.
Like thinking like, oh my God, imagine being able to play Warped Tour, and we were able to do that in 2012, and we're doing that again this summer, 2015. Having 5 full-length albums, you know, touring the world, going to Australia, UK,
Australia,
Europe.
Onion Cliffs in Australia.
It's a list. I can go on and on.
Yeah, it's just you get more life experience. It's like every time you go on a tour and it's a new country for the first time, it's as if you read like, you know, 30 books, you know what I mean, in a month, and you're just like, whoa, you come back home and everything is so different. The people, the food, everything just changes from a different aspect, and you can't even believe it, you know what I mean? It's so eye-opening that it's a priceless thing. You know what I mean? To be able to tour and to see the world, you got to be so thankful if you're a big band or a small band, because there's literally, you cannot put a price on something like that.
Another highlight, side note, is getting to try all different beers around the world.
Yeah.
We're like,
So
we love beer, so
yeah.
to be able to try all different kinds that like you can't access back at home is awesome.
Yeah.